This is the Fire TV Omni series, what Amazon calls as the first hands-free smart TV with Alexa, and also a product that I consider long overdue. I think I've been using Fire Sticks for so long that I was wondering what was taking Amazon so long to make a TV, and surely you can find Fire TV OS on other third parties, even on Amazon's less expensive 4 series, but this would technically be the highest-end TV that I know of that's powered by it, so the question is if it's really a better product, at least for the money. I'm Jaime Rivera with Pocketnow, and this is our review sponsored by MediaTek. Amazon hardware has always been famous for their value proposition. I've always said that their products are most likely the best bang for the buck options you'll find in smart speakers, smart displays, earbuds, and even all the capabilities of their Fire TV sticks. Now, this being their first high-end TV is kind of interesting because it is that in certain things and it is not in others, so let me start with the things that I like about it first. As a package, I do consider that it's pretty complete. In the unboxing experience, you'll find 2 feet, your typical Amazon Fire TV control, and an IR emitter you can connect to the back in order to control other peripherals. The setup is a bit lengthy at first, as is every Fire TV stick, but there's a couple of good reasons for it. First is that if you have owned any of these Fire TV sticks before, you can actually technically restore those settings onto this TV automatically, making the setup at least theoretically easier for the consumer, even if it was hit or miss for me. Second is that since this is dubbed the hands-free TV with Alexa, well, you can turn it on just by telling Alexa to do so. There's actually a sensor that detects this in the center of the TV, which, by the way, you can turn off by just touching it. I love that Amazon continues to use hardware buttons to ensure privacy. The second thing I like is just the design. The bezels are pretty much inexistent, and the picture blends well with them to give this TV more of a futuristic vibe. It's not necessarily the thinnest from the back, but I would call this TV light enough to move around and yet not too light to feel fragile, pretty much like every TV in this price range. About the only thing I'd change is the separation of the feet, which leaves this TV out of the question for smaller surfaces. Still, I feel this thickness allows for 2 8-watt speakers that sound pretty well in their bottom-firing design. So for the past decade, we've kind of seen history repeat itself. Another thing that I like the most about this TV is simply Fire TV OS. I'm sure you don't need to buy it to get it, but I love that it's the default. Essentials like profiles make so much more common sense, and few other operating systems make it this easy. I'm looking at you, Google TV. You can switch between them here when you turn it on, or within the UI to ensure no one else picks up where you left off. Yes, I join you in not being a fan of the sounds it makes moving around, but I also feel the user interface is snappy and has an experience that's pretty intuitive, even if most of the content that it'll suggest is obviously based on Prime Video. And then there's the extra perks that make this TV stand out from any other. See, Amazon wants this to feel like an Echo Show, so it's got added horsepower to enable this when compared to other smart TVs at this price range and even more expensive. As such, you can use Alexa to not just turn on the TV, but also to perform smart tasks. For example, if anyone rings your doorbell, you can see it in picture-in-picture. It's even powerful enough to then handle video calls through an optional webcam using the USB port at the back with applications like Zoom whenever that's available. Best of all, if you have a couple of Echo speakers around the house, the TV will be smart enough to detect them automatically and use them as your surround sound system. All this is thanks to the capabilities provided by today's sponsor, MediaTek. This Fire TV Omni series is powered by their MT9020 processor. Aside from its picture quality capabilities, this chip also allows the advanced AI features that power Alexa, along with allowing a fast and reliable connection for smooth streaming. There's a reason why 70% of all smart TVs worldwide are powered by MediaTek. Click the link in the description to learn more about them. But alright, there's no such thing as a perfect product, and that's the case with this TV. There's nothing that I would say that I don't like about it, but there are a few things that I would say that I'm totally mixed about. See, at this price, you're already jumping into higher-end TV territory, and sure, going for either the 65 or 75-inch variants of the series do enable essentials like HDR capabilities and Dolby Vision, but that's precisely where my problem is. We do have a full-array backlight, which does a surprisingly good job in black levels and contrast, but since this isn't the brightest panel at around 400 nits, it lacks the punch I've seen from competitors at this price. That said, I wouldn't call that bad by any means. On the contrary, colors are pretty good, and detail at this 4K resolution is fantastic. I also feel it does a great job at scaling less resolution better than most for standard content. Where I'm mixed is that some competitors are already offering quantum dot at this price, which is the reason why I can't say that this TV is best in class. The last is that, well, ports are good but not great. You do get essentials like an Ethernet connector, and then the USB cable is for more than just charging products. Again, it enables data for a webcam, and then there's optical out and tons of HDMI ports. The problem is that the single HDMI eARC port is also the one that supports 2.1 for variable refresh rate on all the latest gaming consoles. To conclude, what can I say? I think this Fire TV Omni series is a good first high-end TV by Amazon, something that was long overdue, but I also feel that this is Amazon's first TV in the reasons why I'm mixed. Like a lot of Amazon hardware, this TV is good enough, but not best in class, which is the reason I struggle a bit with the price. Anyone looking for best picture quality at this range might want to look elsewhere, but keep in mind that's not the only selling point for this product. See, this TV is smarter than far more expensive competitors in so many ways, and I do think that's its major value proposition. I do feel you're sort of saving the expense of a separate Echo Show and a Fire TV stick as well, which could justify the price. For a consumer like me that does rely on Amazon services, I have to say I do like the package and the functionality, and surely a lot of what it can do can be achieved on any other TV and a Fire Stick, but not everything. This is what I would call a good TV, and judging by how it's already discounted on the Amazon store, all it needs is a bit more of a discount value to be great. So once that happens, consider that you have my recommendation. Again, that said, this is just my opinion. Let me know what you think in the comments down below, and while you're at it, follow us on social media and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this one. You can also follow me on my personal handles to see me test more TVs, because I actually do love doing that. Please give this video a thumbs up if you like what you saw. I'm Jaime Rivera, thanks so much for watching. We'll see you on the next one.